Welcome to Life with Lauren. I'm Lauren Savan. Here's where I bring you things like lifestyles, life advice, life hacks, anything life affirming that helps us all survive life. I hope you enjoy. Simone De La Rue has trained celebrities like Jennifer Garner, Chrissy Teigen, Reese Witherspoon, but it's her high-energy dance cardio classes called Body by Simone that really became a cult hit with the Hollywood set. I sat down with her to find out how she's been dealing with this pandemic, how she stays motivated, and what we can all do to get that Body by Simone.
Come on, beauty, we've got this. Are you ready? You know, this is my job. I am, paid and trained to motivate and inspire people. And I have found it a huge challenge to really try and be, focused at all on any form of exercise or eating well, or even, I used to work out, for a minimum of 3 hours, maximum like 5-7 hours a day. And now I'm lucky if I do, 10 minutes, half an hour. So it's really, it's been such a huge shift, and I'm finding it extremely hard to motivate. So I can't imagine anyone else who doesn't have to be in workout gear every day can find the inner
Simone, I can't tell you how good that makes me feel to know that a professional trainer whose job it is to work out is in the same predicament as all of us. It's really, really hard to find motivation some days, especially lately. And the longer this goes on, virtual workouts only hold my attention as long as they do. It's just not the same as that vibe, especially in classes like yours. You're all dancing together. There's really no substitute for that.
Yeah, I really do miss that. And I've tried to say that the silver lining out of the pandemic is that now we're making connections in a way that we never used to, and connecting with people all over the globe, which is also a great way, because my studios were only LA, New York, and London. So if you didn't live in those cities, you wouldn't get access, other than my app.
That's true.
So I'm preaching about how wonderful it is that we have these online workouts and we have the app. But if I'm being, really honest with you, I miss it. Nothing beats human interaction. Nothing beats that energy that you feel. Even just, knowing that you're going to go to a class, getting dressed, getting in the car, getting there, socializing with the community, because so much about working out is the community that you've created and the friends that you meet there. And, we really do motivate one another and feed off one another's energy, and then if you're in LA, you get a juice afterwards, or, it's a routine. And I do miss that when you're like speaking to a camera, trying to teach to a camera, and you can't feel that interaction. It just feels like you're in space,
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree so much. And, you have a huge presence online with your social media. You have so many followers because, of course, you have celebrity clients and so many people are fans of your studios. But I've noticed a real shift on your postings from just, your general workout tips to really kind of mind and body advice, going more internally. Is that something that you've actually, taken more seriously lately, to kind of shift our awareness or focus off just the physical, but the mental as well?
Absolutely. I think whenever I do anything, it's because it comes from an organic, authentic place. And last year, I know we all did, but for me personally, I had such an emotional journey where I was so used to being on a plane, flying and doing live events and teaching at different studios and having, my brick and mortar and having the connection with clients, even, driving to clients' houses and training them. And for the first time in 10 years, that was taken away from me. And, you know, my studios are still closed. And I fell into a bit of a depression. And, you know, it was such a hard thing to deal with, to think that all of these things that I'd worked so hard for had been taken away without me. You know, I wasn't ready, and it wasn't of my will. So I think I had to really, you know, take some moment to be really insightful and do some inner work and see, okay, well, this is how it's affected me. How do I show up in the world, you know, for my clients, for my followers, but also how do I just show up for myself? And so there's definitely been a large shift for me now into more, you know, I'm doing life coaching, so I'm doing one-on-one work in a different realm, not just the physical, but it is about, for me, and fitness has always been about this, is the emotional, the mental, and the physical connection of all three. And whenever I work with clients who want to lose weight or they want to change something in their life, it's never because, you know, everybody knows that you shouldn't eat the pizza or you shouldn't drink that, you know, 10 bottles of wine, but it's the internal work. It's the reason that, you know, you've got to that place, you know, in the first place, that you have to get to and find the emotional blocks and the trauma and get in touch with what that is first before you can do the exterior work. So yeah, I've shifted and evolved and pivoted to try and be a little bit more holistic because I've needed it myself. But I just think globally, we're all in the same position, and we all really need, you know, our mental health is suffering so much. There's like depress everyone, all the addictions are going up, alcohol, drugs, you know, people are clinically depressed. People are overeating, over drinking, you know, abusing oneself, and also being in abusive relationships because you're in the house all the time. So everyone's mental health has really suffered. And I think, you know, my focus is definitely on trying to help that and trying to take care of all of the connection of mind, body, and soul.
It's so important, especially now, because, you know, you can set a goal for yourself to lose weight or to just be more active. But if you don't feel it in your head, if you wake up and you're really not mentally there, it's really hard to get through the physical. And it's easy to constantly cut yourself a break and tell yourself, listen, we're in a pandemic. I don't need to, you know, go crazy and work out every day. But then it's also really easy to just slip into just bad habits and not work out at all. So what do you tell your clients, or anyone really, who's home and is just, you know, they're bored, they're mentally not stimulated anymore? How do you kind of get back on that wagon? What do you tell people to do?
I actually advise people to just make initially very small changes to your daily routine. And usually it's to your morning routine, because basically how you set up and start your day is how your day is going to, you know, end. And so
you posted like, don't panic, read the news first thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we always used to do that. I still battle with that. You pick up your phone, you look at your emails, you look at Instagram, you look at, CNN or whatever, and you find out what's going on in the world. And then you just go into pure anxiety of, well, I haven't done this. And, you know, we're all in a state of mayhem. But I think, you know, I've had lots of clients and lots of people say to me, I can't even get out of my pajamas. I'm still in my pajamas all day long. And, you know, I've had days like that too. And so simple little things like wake up, make your bed, put workout clothes on if you're going to work out, or put, you know, like a business shirt or something on so that you feel like you're getting dressed and ready for the day. Simple things like that, so that you're shifting your mindset. Because if you're in your pajamas, you're going to be a sloth all day, you know. Then mentally, trying to do like practicing a moment of gratitude, like when you wake up, watching the sunrise, spending time with your loved ones, and just being present and in the moment and really grateful for, you know, our health, especially right now. And that doesn't have to be a half-hour meditation. That can be, you know, 5 minutes of just taking note of these things. And then I always say, as far as working out, you know, if you've got your workout clothes on the couch, you know, the night before, and, you know, when you wake up, you're going to put them on, then that's one motivation, because you're like, oh, I'll get them out of the closet later, and then you won't do it. So get your workout clothes out already before. Have your yoga mat somewhere in the house where you can see it. So when you walk past it, you're like, oh yeah, I've got to get back to that. I've got to practice. So I've got to get back to it. So you're constantly jogging your memory. And then the other thing is like, get some girlfriends, reach out to friends and say, hey, I'm really struggling to get motivated. Do you want to, come over and we can safely social distance in the garden and do something together? Or even try and, do a Zoom class. You can buddy up with people or just say, I'll see you in this class, just to try and motivate one another, because I think we're all struggling to do it on our own right now. And if you're home, get your partner to join in, and try new crazy things, try different workouts that you haven't done before, and motivate one another.
Everybody can find your workouts on your app, the Body by Simone app. And I have to say, it's one of the most fun workouts I ever done. I mean, you can't dance for nearly an hour and not feel amazing afterward. I really do believe dancing is the best. Yeah. And even if you're home alone, dancing by yourself, you may feel like an idiot, but it does have a chemical reaction, I think.
Absolutely.
Get that heart rate up and feel better.
I can find excuses. I think we can all find excuses, but you've got to find time as women, especially, you need to find time for yourself, even if that's 10 minutes or half an hour. I always say to clients as well, if your family gets up at 6:30 and you're complaining that you don't have time, set your alarm and get up at 6. I know it's early, but then you've got your half an hour to yourself that you can do anything that you like.
So tell people, where can they find you? Besides the app, you're on Instagram.
Yeah. On Instagram, I'm SimoneDeLaRue.official, and on Facebook, it's all Simone De La Rue. And then anything fitness is right now you can actually take class with any of my trainers. We offer 6 Zoom classes a day. Wow. Or you can download my Body by Simone app from the App Store, and it has daily live 30-minute classes and lots of 10-minute workouts that you can do, that are on demand, that you can put together and basically customize your own workout depending on what mood you're in.
I love the bite-sized workouts. I got to be honest. That's what.
Yeah.
Simone De La Rue, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for letting us all know that trainers, they're just like us.
Yes. As I go and eat some chocolate. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you so much, Simone.
No worries. Thank you. Bye. Bye.